with Sam Hunt, Dudley High School. Sam, big day today, making it official at Jacksonville University, coming out of the Dudley Panthers. Some great days at Dudley, hopefully good days ahead with Jacksonville. How did Jacksonville become the school of choice? We haven't heard a lot about Jacksonville in the past, and hear about Jacksonville maybe about 30 years ago. I think Artis Gilmore may have gone there.
Yes, sir.
But what about Jacksonville this day and time? How did you end up with Jacksonville?
Jacksonville, I had many choices, but Jacksonville felt like it was the right thing to do. It felt like it was a family thing. I felt like it can get me to the best, push me to my best of my abilities, and to get me to succeed farther than college. So that's why I chose Jacksonville.
When did they contact you? When did the communication between you and Jackson, when did that first start?
It started beginning of my junior year. And then it pushed on and started getting closer. I didn't know I was going to even attend Jacksonville. That was probably one of the last schools. But once I visited campus and seeing how close everybody was, that made me want to go.
Who do you think was then maybe the last three? Who did it come down to between Jacksonville? Who else?
Jacksonville, Appalachian State, and probably A&T.
Gotcha. So A&T would have been close to home,
yes,
and maybe Coach Corbett being over there,
yes,
he probably was part of the recruiting process.
Yes,
and
sir.
Appalachian saw their box score, some of their names today, Frank Eves and a ton of Guilford County guys up
yes,
there.
Sir.
But you headed to Jacksonville, a little bit further away from home. Is that
yes.
going to be, as far as getting Calvin Hunt and the entire Hunt team down to watch you play, that won't be a problem, will it?
No, sir. They've been my supporting cast since I was little, so I know they're going to always have my back.
What about you've kind of kept your back going this way too. You came back to Dudley for your senior year. There could have been some other options out there. You've got friends that have gone other places, and sometimes changes happen for different needs, different reasons, but you decided to stay with the Panthers, and you'll be carrying the load for the team this year, at least a major part of the load, as
yes,
you
sir.
have a lot of last year too. Talk about that decision to remain here for your senior year and finish up with the Panthers in your last year of high school.
The biggest thing was I know the community had my back and loyalty, so that's my biggest thing. My parents put in me as a young kid, so I want to be loyal to the coaches. And I know Dudley has a great background of winning, so I know I still can win with the team that I have.
What about the JV game last year against Carolina's JVs? You guys got them again this year? Because that was kind of an eye-opener for a lot of people. They'd heard of you before because you had that long record at the Greensboro Coliseum of winning all those Pizza Hut halftime shootouts. But what about, are you going against JVs in Carolina again this year? Because that kind of got people talking about Sam Hunt in a big way. About 36, I think 38 you dropped on them last year.
Yes, sir. This year we won't be playing them, but we have a lot of non-conference games that's real good, and it's going to allow us to get better. So we won't play them this year, but hopefully next year they get the chance to play them.
There is a big game coming up, I think, next Tuesday on the road to Durham Hillside.
Yes, sir. We take Durham Hillside Tuesday. My team, I think we're ready to go, and we'll play hard and compete. How
about tonight's action? You got the Midnight Madness. You guys will crank up with the young ladies about 7:30, and then the men will pick it up later, and you guys will carry it on toward midnight. Talk about this year's team. You're going to have to be a leader this year, but you do have some talent coming back off last year's squad.
Yes, sir. I think this year's team will play fast. We got a lot of seniors returning. We got Devin Gregory, Jamar Weather returning as our seniors. Bigs in the post, Khalil Vance, Yao Show, Isaac, and just as far as our supporting cast, as far as our young boy, BJ Pittman. So as far as the team goes, I think we'll be real good.
And you got the team, some guys back from that, but got a new coaching staff this year too. First time in years. There'll be a new man at the end of that bench, the end closest to the scores table. That'll be Coach Seagraves leading the team this year. Talk about the changes there and what Coach Seagraves brings to the table. You and he probably worked together maybe on the youth basketball levels. You've been around him probably for a while too.
I've been with Coach Seagraves since I was about 9 or 10, so it wasn't much of a change. He brings a lot of intensity. He's been coaching for years, so it's nothing new. He's gonna push me and push the team to the best. So it was a great change.
What about goals for this senior season? You've got the college decision out of the way, and probably that came at a good time too, right before you begin your senior year of playing for Dudley. You've got that decision behind you. We're going to go for college, but talk about your goals for this year's team with the Panthers as you guys get set to go in the inter-squad scrimmage tonight in the first official game next Tuesday at Hillside.
My first goal is to win a state championship, win a conference championship, and that's the biggest thing we want. It's no individuals here. We just want to win a team. We just want to be a winning team and win. So that's basically it.
Some great games at Dudley past several years. Games against the Smith Golden Eagles when those guys came in. Just a lot of talent there. Tracy Gathians and Drew Williams and those kids coming over here last year. Past couple of years, Page loaded last year. Frank Eves and you also had James Summers. All those guys that came in here, and I'm sure Grimsley's going to be improved. New coach there. So a lot of changes in the Metro. In fact, Coach Partee leading the Smith Golden Eagles. That'll be a little bit different this year too.
I think with the changes it'll be good because they're trying to say public basketball has went down. But I think if kids stay here in the public basketball, can't go down. So I believe it'll be another good year as far as competing, though.
Congratulations on the signing, Sam. Good job on your part. We'll never forget you those great days at the Coliseum. I think that's what you're famous for, those free throws. Because when you would miss a free throw in a game, we would be in a state of shock if you missed a game free throw after all you hit all those years. Congratulations on going to Jacksonville. What is the team nickname of Jacksonville? Do we know that yet?
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins. I thought one time they had a team there called the Sharks, the Jacksonville Bulls. So it is the Dolphins. So looking forward to going to Jacksonville for the future. And again, the sky's the limit, Sam. Keep up the good work. And I hear you're good in the classroom, too, so keep that going also.
Yes, sir. I will do. Appreciate it.